take a second to introduce myself to clarify a couple things. Best Western International obviously is an organization where we have members that I work for. So I represent the chain as a whole. So if you guys needed anything across the globe, contracting-wise, I would be the person you can reach out to. Just shows you a little history of where we've come through over the past 67 years. Best Western has started in 1946. We're headquartered out in Arizona. There's a lot of words here. This is for me. Don't have to get caught up in that. We're the world's biggest hotel family with over 4,100 hotels in over 105 countries. We are the fastest growing chain in Asia and the largest in Europe. That went quicker than I thought it would. Okay, good. A couple years ago, we created a program called I Care Customer Service, which was basically a certification program for our frontline employees, which would really help them increase their customer service scores, and it's an acronym. It stands for Interact, Can Do, Ask Questions, Resolve the Problem, and Express Gratitude to our guests. It's been a successful program. Along with that, we also have the I Care Clean program, which was another way for us to really step up the bar when it came to room cleanliness. They use high technology, different things they use, and I'll show you in a second, like the ultraviolet UV sterilization lights, which have been great because you can actually pinpoint what needs to be cleaned. They also have the black lights as well. They can go over the high touch points, which has been great so far. Guest service scores have gone up immensely because of this. As well, they also do the remote control covers, and they're white-faced. So you could see that they're actually clean. They clean those doorknobs as well. Big touch points, we emphasize on that a lot. And as well, another thing we do is for the additional pillows and blankets, they actually put in 100% biodegradable, one-time used wraps. Again, so you know you're getting something clean. This is a brand standard, so every hotel carries the same thing when it comes to our cleanliness. Best Western as a brand, we have 3 descriptors. We've sort of tiered this a couple years ago so people know what they get. Best Western as a whole traditionally have these amenities, whether it's free internet, high-speed internet, breakfast is available, not always free, as well as free long distance, your amenities that you get that are standard in your room, like your hair blower, your coffee maker, etc., and some other amenities on the properties. The first one we have is a Best Western Standard, which include high-speed internet complimentary, breakfast is available, free long-distance calls, and the comparable brands that you see here to this property, this level, would be the Comfort Inn and Days Inn. These hotels are all either 2 diamond rated or 3 diamond rated, depending on where you are. Next level we have is the Best Western Plus, and basically all that is a little nicer amenities they might use. They have in-room refrigerators. They have an on-site laundry service, as well as copy machines and computers for people to use if they're there to print out their airline passes. If you're not as well, and those are the comparable brands of that are Holiday Inn and the Hampton Inns. Now finally we have the Best Western Premier, which is the up-and-coming brand that we have here. All are either 3 diamond or 3.5 diamond, and this will have your brand amenities. This will have meeting space, your flat screen TVs, your convenience stores, your dedicated business center. This is not to say that other ones don't have that, but it is just so you could understand that there is a level, there's a mandatory that each level has to have to become a Best Western Premier or Plus. And that is, I did it. That was a lot of work.
Thank you, Adam.
Oh, good, thank you.
So I have one question. How many of those Best Western Premiers are there in the
25.
chain?
25 right now, and there are, I think, 5 that are being constructed now for 2014. There are 868, if I'm not, don't quote me on that number if anybody knows that, pluses, and about 1,200 standard, and that is only in the U.S.
And so this crowd is going to be interested in the Premier because they have meeting space. So what, how much meeting space typically would be in a...
It would vary, and keep in mind here, they don't all necessarily, just because you're a Premier, or if you're not a Premier, doesn't mean you do not have meeting space. An example, there's a Best Western here in Disney World that is not a Premier or a Plus, but it has 3,000 square feet of meeting space. So it's going to vary. It's not going to be your big box hotels, but for your smaller intimate meetings from 50 to 100, we could work with you. Another good thing about us as well is we have a lot of hotels in secondary markets, as well as obviously New York City's, Orlando's, Miami's, Las Vegas's. We do have a lot of destinations in the secondary markets for those who are interested.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Any other questions? Okay.
No, good. Thank you.
Thank you.